Hello, everyone. Well, I think we are live. So, welcome to Create on the Fly. I'm France Martin. Most people know me by Frenchie. You can find more of my creation at frenchiestamps.com. Uh, Today, here, I was inspired. I should say, I was questioned by Holly. She said, "Do you get a money what you call it, Holly? She's here. I don't know what she called it." And I had to call her because I didn't know what she was talking about. And I said, "Oh, that's easy." I said, "You can take a box of tissue paper, put the money, you pull the boom, 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 you got it. You can take any type of box." And I said, I think maybe our old candy wrapper was. She said, she added, "It's too small." She came up with one. I came up with one without no tool. Well, no tools. I'm gonna use to score, but just a paper trimmer. Also, the paper trimmer and scissors to cut, and a ruler. Really, that's the only thing you're gonna need for this. No special dies or anything. Okay. Um, and then I was like, "Oh, I like this." And every year I say I would do one of that because a lot of time we give money to the kids, whatever, for Christmas. But this is not just for Christmas. Let's say you want to give a tip to your hairdresser or whatever at Christmas time. That would be a great way. Or it's her birthday or his birthday, or maybe it can be your mailman. Sometime you can put like a little $10, $1. It looked like humongo, but he can stop to get a Happy Meal. I don't think you can get much more than a Happy Meal these days with $10, right? So this is going to be fun. So I'm going to start right away. I'm a wee bit excited to share that. Can you tell I get very hyper when I get, oh, talking about excited, my goodness. These get me excited. So some of you remember that Tina Zing or Tina McDonald, or she was another name at one time also. I used to collaborate with her. We call ourselves the Passport Pal. Well, she did this card here. I fell in love with it. So when I see something that really get my attention, I go like this on my desk and I go at it. So you know what? I can put the link. I can put it at the end of this video too. I hopefully I'm gonna remember, but I'm gonna share this. It's Tina Zink. If you Google on YouTube Tina Zink, you're gonna find it. And she got many different size. And check that out. It lay flat. You can mail that. And then I get this size. Is that wicked cool? Well, for me, it really get me excited. Okay, so let me flip you down. And also at the end of the video, remember last week I went to do that climb, and then I was kind of live, whatever it was, premiere. I said the video, and I was driving from there. We had quite a bit of traffic. Uh, I get the picture at the end. So if you guys want to stay with me, at the end, I'm going to share some picture of that. So when Ollie asked me that, and I said, "Oh, I got the perfect thing." So this, I do have a video that I will share the link. This here, I wish you could touch that because it feels just like leather. It's the stuff you soak your paper. It's in, where's that stuff? um, Glycerine, not glycerine, something like that. That when you get cuts, you can put that. I get the video on that, and then that here. See this one, I even so you can put your gift card in there. You can put, oops, where's the gift card? Business card and gift card are a little bit different, but they still fit. So see, it's one there. I had gift card here that fake one there, or the one. See, and this you get the money. So I thought it was something like that she wanted. Okay, see, then you can put the money. So this is another amazing gift here. Okay, So I will put the link of that, because when Ollie mentioned something money, right away I thought of this. And this here, the beauty of this, I'm telling you, if you could touch that, you would say, no in heck, it is paper. It feels just like leather. Trust me. Okay, now, first thing we're going to do, so let me show you what we're going to do. So I think that's going to keep you here. Um, and I am laughing a little bit because I considering myself a little bit good with, yeah, those dogs are sleeping. Yep. Um, I considering myself pretty good with Matt. And this one here, it's attached. But if ever you go too deep, glue dot's going to come. And these, you can see they all equally. Well, these were not done equally. And I was like, why? I'm doing, but I was 1/8 of an inch different, and it make all that. So this year, see, you cannot tell it's money. Okay, absolutely not. And then when you pull, you get cheer to you, and then you keep on pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, and voila. So that's what we're making. Now you could always feed it back, but it kind of, take a long time. So I'm going to show you how it is. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I prefer to use cardstock first, okay? And the reason why, it's because when you pull in that, so what you're going to need, it's exactly half a sheet of cardstock. So that means it measures 5.5 by 8.5. Now this is what you're going to be using, and that's the tool, and then a pair of scissors. Okay, that's pretty much the tools that we're going to use. You don't need a big shot, you don't need a die cut machine, you don't need a dies, you don't need any of that stuff. So even somebody that it's not too in the paper crafting, if you get something you can cut your paper or score your paper, you could do it even without this stuff. Okay, because if you put your ruler, and then you would take like something, even like a score or a knife, a butter knife, you could score. So you could do that without it. Yes, I do have a video for the wallet. I will attach here, but if you do a wallet, you're going to find it on my channel. Absolutely. Yes. I made that was I was in Texas. So it's between 2015 to 2021, 22, I would guess. Now you're going to take this, and you're going to score. We're going to do the scoring on the long way here first. And I have to stop and think, because okay, so we're going to score at 1.25. That don't seem right. 1 minute. No, we score a half inch, or no, 1.25. I was right. 1.25. And then at 2.5. And then 2.5 with 1.25. 3.75. And then 5. Oops. So that was on the long way, okay? And you see, I go back and forth. Anytime you do a 3D project and such, or a different fold, a fun fold, a lot of the time it's the trick. The trick is to have a crisp fold. Now you're going to turn this here, and then you're going to score this at, okay, I want to measure twice. That don't seem right. Yeah. Okay, you're going to score this at 3/4. Score it at 1.5. and score it at 2 1/4. So to make life a lot easier, instead of having all different number, flip your paper and repeat that. Excuse me, 3/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/4, 3/4, and 3/4. It's 1 1/2. 1 1/2. Sorry, 1 1/2. 3/4, 1 1/2, and 2 1/4. So that is your device. Let's put it that way. Now, where you get the short score here, the first, that short one, it's ½ here, by the way. You're going to take this and you're going to put that at 2 1/2. Do you see? Oh, I'm like, I cannot see. Well, let me show you a trick. Okay, these little, that's repositionable tape, and they're blue. I got it on stamp.com or scrapbook.com. Well, let me show you the bomb, okay? Can you see those number there? They're very hard to see, right? The number here. Well, take this, flip this, take your the small one here. Or you could always add a piece of white tape if you get white tape. I couldn't see those darn number, and I'm like, dang gummit, those eyes are getting bad. And I'm like, it's not the eyes, it's the machine. Cannot blame the eyes on everything, right? Okay, watch this here. Ta-da! How amazing that is. Now you can see your numbers. See, I think whatever you learned tonight, I think this is going to be the best of the best, okay? So now you're going to put this side, that's the side with the short, the ½ from the score there, the last score really. You're going to put that at 2 1/2. 2 1/2. Now you're going to bring your paper cutter, the blade, you're going to bring that at 2 3/4. And look how easy it is to see it, for heaven's sake. So here is a line. And then you like, even if you're off a bit, you cannot sweat the small stuff when it comes to crafting, okay? You wing it a lot of the thing, but this is good. Okay. Yes, right, Deborah. It's a game changer. Now you're going to take this, and you see I push so it really get that in the paper, so it won't just, if you don't push it hard, sometimes it's just kind of rip the paper. So you want to make sure your blade, it's in. Push that, and then you're going to bring that to 5 3/4. And again, boom, it's right here. It's about, don't have to be just right. Lift that up. Tear and tape would work. Yeah, keep the white strip. It's just I would be afraid that after a while it would rub off, but yeah. It's amazing. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to barely, okay, because you don't want to see what's inside because it's a surprise, right? So you barely want to move your paper. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go just at the next line, not even that, just pull it up a tiny little bit. Now go down, you're going to go back from whatever, that was 5 3/4, and push hard so it's in, and go to a 2 3/4. So really we need about 3 inch. Lift this up, and when I say we got barely an opening, the smaller the better, okay? Et voila. See how small that is? We are done with this. So if you don't have a paper trimmer, so I said you could do without a paper trimmer. So, okay, let's say you don't have no crafting except you get some paper. You would put a ruler and let's say a butter knife, and you would do your thing. Now, this here, you're going to need to poke your scissors and do a slit, or if you got a good steak knife right now, why not? Use that as an X-Acto knife. Because I wanted this video really that to be attractive to anybody, everybody that want to do a money thing. Here's my scissors. Now I'm going to take this. So you guys seem that you done that with the tear and tape. That's good. I mean, it is the bomb. The tear and tape, I just, after a while, I would think that it lifts the protection. But you know what? If that happened, you put another one on top, right? So you see, you barely get an opening. And even this, it's plenty, plenty big. Okay. Now, you're going to reinforce every score. Remember, that's make it or break it. Okay. That's pretty much. Now, the other side. The wall that I share at the beginning, that don't if you wanted that very leather look like I did, you're going to need like maybe 2 to 3 days, because you have to soak the paper, then let it dry. And I'm telling you, I wish you guys could feel it. You would be like, no way, that is leather. Okay, now here is where I'm laughing, because I was 1/8 of an inch different, and it did make a difference. What you want to do, it's take tear and tape or any type of glue and put that right at the edge there. And then this is going to go on top of this, see? And now, just to make sure, cardstock really glue pretty good, okay? It really does glue. I don't have to put another one. I try something with the foil paper. The foil with, I'm going to show you. This one here, see, that's the texture foil. This one here, see, it want to keep on open. I mean, I even set the thing with the heat tool and then press it. So this is another money thing. See, it's like the sour cream thing. See it all go there, so you don't see what it is. So then you would just pull. But I would not recommend the foil. I will share that another time, okay? And the reason why I would not share the foil, it grabbed good, and after a while, it's just come apart. Okay, so you just keep the first flap here, the 1/2 inch thing there, and then bring this over there. And then really press on this, okay? Okay, now you're going to take, I need a pencil though. My pencil, it's a little bit like my scissors in this craft room. They just go for walks. And I got some for every desk, but they just go for walks. Okay, now you're going to take your ruler, and on the second score, not this one, the second one there, you're going to mark that at 5/8. Wait a minute. I have to think twice here. 1 minute here. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, your center score there. Make a mark. So make sure you put your first line right here, right at the start. Make a mark at 5/8. and make a mark at 1 7/8. I had put 3/4 and 1 3/4, whatever it was. I was off just a bit, but it make a big difference. Okay. Okay. So 5/8 and 1 7/8. Now let's mark at the bottom here too, in the center line here, the same thing. Okay. So that's going to make it easier right away. 5/8 and 1 7/8. Now you can take your ruler, go from the bottom of the score and the bottom of the score. So you're going to go, if you think you can wing it, go for it. The first one, I don't wing it, okay? I just don't, because it's too easy to get off, and then it's not keeping together in the center. You're going to see what I'm saying in a minute. Okay, and then do the V. This is the hardest part here of the project. So can you see my V there? Yes, see that? Then do the same thing over here. I'm just laughing here because I'm still thinking about, I was like, why it's not equal? And I swear I was going in the center. Well, and then the way we're going to cut that, we have to be a little bit careful, because if you go right to the edge, you won't have, we need to keep a little bit, see? A little bit. Two years you're tearing tape. That's very good. Now you're going to take your scissors and you have to go below your mark, because if you go above your mark, by the time we're done, this is going to be removed. Okay. Can you see my mark still here? See, I just went below and there. So what you're going to do, I follow my line, and when I get there, I go around and then cut. Voila. Now you're going to go here. One place it's, oops, I rather go this way. One place it's going to be tight, because you get that fold where you mount whatever to join your paper. Just go below this, okay? Very important to go below. Now go the same way here. So that's why I said use pencils so you can erase it, but really it don't show because we're going to put ribbon there. And over here, okay, now you're going to take this and you're going to open it this way. Now this one here, I wing it, okay? I don't, you could always take your ruler and make a mark and a mark. And what I do, I just go here, turn there, and wing it there, here, turn it, and wing it there, and voila. Is that cool? They're all equal. It's because you learn from your mistake. Okay, then you go back here. Remember, you cannot take too much there. Some of you may be like it's patterned with that, with the envelope punch board and such. I don't have that anymore. And to be honest, I think this worked amazing easy. And you get my measurements, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Et voila. One thing that I did wrong. That's okay. We're going to fix it. See, I should have had that there. So that's okay. We're going to go ahead and glue that on. And I'm going to find a way. I should have glued that before. So let's lay this flat. And okay, so this, if you would have cut your paper first, you wouldn't have to do this, okay? So I'm just winging it. Go with the feel. Okay, you wouldn't have to do that because your paper, okay, it's, but you know what? Learn from my mistake. But I told you you could do it with your scissors. That's why I screwed up. To prove you could do it. See, boom, boom, bang. Okay, now, oh, so you're gonna need 4 pieces that measure. Let me measure twice here. It is 1 1/8 by 3/7/8. 1 1/8 by 3/7/8. And really, I like to have my other glue for that. So 4 1/8 by 3/7/8. Because I just wanted a tiny, tiny little border, okay? And then we're gonna do this. And then this one. Okay, the paper, it's Elegant of Season, the one with the gold. It's a repeat of last year. And then you're going to need 8 of this. That's to put the end. And that, I want to say 5/8. Well, yeah, just maybe even a little bit more than 5/8, more like 11/16, because I just want a little border by 1 1/8. So just a little bit shorter than a 3/4. And then you're going to do all this. And to be honest, I would those one I did it after though, just in case if the way I cut. But the center, do that before you assemble, okay? That's going to be a lot easier. We're almost done. Almost done. Um, so you could do any paper. Like I said, this would be a very nice birthday present. It can be, oh, I put it, oh no, that's what, the paper, it's very, I get the gold on top. You can do that for birthday, for like a tip. Somebody, let's say that somebody gonna do your mowing in the summer, or in the winter do your grass. You can give him a tip like that. I don't know. I got happy with my glue. It's all good. It's all good. And I'm missing a little piece here. I don't know where the hee-haw it would have went. Huh. Oh, here it is. I thought, did I cut wrong? But I didn't think so. Okay. Now, this piece here, you can have different size, but this is the piece that I think it's working. I think for kids for Christmas and that's going to be great. So this measure 2 3/4, 2/7/8. So, because a dollar bill, it's about two, it's a little bit bigger than 2.5, about. Canadian are a little bit wider, okay? So yeah, 2 3/4 by 5. Now we're gonna score that at 2.5. I thought that was score, it's not. And fold it this way. Now you're gonna stamp on it first. So I got traditional labels. So, okay, Scott, are you still awake? Brett was saying cheer should be cheer with an S because it's going to say cheer to you. Now, I want to bring to your attention, see, they're not straight. See, they're all curvy. Well, I want it straight. So, what you're going to do, stretch that puppy up there a bit and it's going to curve back. So you have to do it ASAP, I'm saying, okay? So I'm going to put my cheer and to you, we're going to do the same thing. You guys didn't even see the fun thing yet. Wait for it. And that would be too, I mean, you don't have to put money. You can do without the slit there. And then cheer to you. You could just put candy, or you can even put money and not having to pull out if that's too complicated. Now we're going to do the Christmas tree. The Christmas trees from Scenic Adventure. I mean, the Christmas tree, the evergreen, I should say. Okay, I just got like 3 like this. And then in the back, you can write something. Spend it all on buying me a gift. No, I don't know. Whatever you want to put. Here we go. Oops. Look like I get a little pokey there. Okay, voila. Okay. Now let's get jiggy with it. And let me show you. Usually I got tape that it looked just like this, that it's a removable tape. But darn, I didn't even stop at the store today coming back from work. I should have. It's double-sided. So you don't want double-sided, okay? You want double-sided for different project. So I'm going to show you the way that I do it. I like to do it the face down. I don't know why, but that's the way I like it. So I put my money there just halfway. And I could have more. And then I bring the next one and I go there and then fold it on each side. Okay, it would be better if you get the clear tape. But you know what? This is working. Then again, I go here. And then I go there. Don't be afraid to put a 20 or a 5 or a 2 or a 10 or whatever you want in that. It don't have to be all one, my friend. That's what I'm saying. I think, as you pull, as the bill go bigger and bigger, I think that would be cool. Whatever you want to give. So you see, this is the way I done it. Now, I find another thing for a trick. You can take even maybe a few toothpick, whatever, just to get it started, because you want this tight and you want it equally. So this here, see, I just roll on, and then I make sure it's tight. See how it goes? I find this very, very easy to roll my money, because I can push it down and pull, and then see, boom, and then pull it out. And now I get this. Now I get one. Can be very dangerous. I get one. See, I got a good chunk in here. I think this is, I would have to count it now. I think that is $29. I put some 1, some 2, some 5, and a 10 because my mixed girlfriend's going to turn 29, and I thought that would be fun. So I'm going to have to open it up because I don't know what is what, okay? So what you're going to do, You can take just a little piece here like this and fold this. See, I just got a little tab. Now you're going to take this and open it up a bit. Okay, now let me, I had, let me go back here. You just want the tip. You know what? Let me try something else. I think this is going to be even easier. Just go at the corner of it, see? And then we could have glue it after. Absolutely, we could have glue it. Ah, see, I tear that, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Boom. Okay, now I get this. Okay, I did tear one apart there. You can glue after, I would guess, but I glue it all first. All of them, I did that. But I told you one I had very, so just put a glue dot. It's just that I didn't use glue dot yet tonight, right? And then just put it back. See? Okay, now we got this. Now we're going to put our ribbon. And that's a gold ribbon. Well, I know my ribbon, it's retire, but it's the one with the gold. And what did I do with it? Huh, that's funny, not? 1 minute, I will. Well, oh, here it is. It was right here. So you need about 20-inch, okay? So don't short yourself. It's easier to add to cut some extra than adding on this. Okay, leave the dollar there because that's not done, okay? So now you're going to take this and I just tie it up. So I'm going to pull it straight this way. See, up and down. Then do my bow. The bow going to go on the other direction. The bow always go on the other direction. Maybe it was another project 20. Okay, let's do, that's way too much. Do about, I'm going to say, oof, that don't cut good at all. That's, do 16. Okay, because you don't want to be wasteful later. So see, even if I rip that there, it's going to be okay. See how, and see how, I should have shown you, see how they finish all very pretty. Well, I can show you this one here. See, they all finish very pretty. I was very pleased with my design. Another thing that if you don't like to do bow, if you got let me show you, that just a knot would be great. That is it's not available anymore, but if you get anything like that, that would be great. You just tie a knot, okay? That would be great. Okay, now this here, what you're going to do is take your bone folder, keep it close, and go round it and round it. That's going to help. Now, the two-sided tape I told you about that, would have been not the The removable tape, if would be great if it's not two-sided to attach the money together. But now this one here, it's two-sided, and this is what I need for it, two-sided, okay? Now you're gonna take this, and really it should go this way. So I'm gonna retie my bow, no biggie. And then take this off. It's because the way that the money pull, okay? It pulled that way. Now you're gonna take this. I go to cover the one there, so I got a good grip on it. And then this. Press that very good. Now you're gonna do, this is half-inch score at 1 1/4. And I went very high on my stamp. Oh, it's gonna work. So put glue on this, and it was a strip left over. Okay, so you want half-inch and at least 3-inch long. Score at 1/4 inch. This is gonna be like all. I don't put anything. You can pull on that. Make a pull. I think when they see that little thing, they're going to know to pull, but you can always put a little tag and say pull here. See, now it's decorated the same than your paper. Now, you don't want to pull too much. Well, you can pull enough, but just feed that in. So now you see, you know what? It's easier to trim that than my box there. Et voila. Now, feed. So now you see why you wanted to have that curving, right? Et voila. So now you can have another little tag here and such, but see, who can tell it's money in this? And I would just have to turn my bow to come this way. That's easy fix, see? And you can do just a knot to it. Don't have to be a bow, okay? Now I'm going to flip my bow on this side. So now let me show you, are you guys a Paper Pumpkin subscriber? If you are, this month was those little nice box. Let me show you what I done with that. Okay, this room can be dangerous here. Oops. So this is the box and the little lovely tag, and here that they pull easy. Well, something gets stuck there. Is that fun? So that's another way that you can do. So see, I do have a Canadian dollar here, a new one. So you see they're a little bit wider. So this one here, when you cut, you want to cut, it's 3-inch here, try to cut. And this one I went big. The smaller the thing is, the easier it is. Okay, I put 2 sticky tape there, but when I'm going to give it away, I'm going to put glue dots there. It won't move, okay? I'm going to put glue dots there. So when you cut that, let me show you. If you're a Paper Pumpkin, then you're going to know how to do it. If you're not, it's not too late to subscribe. And tomorrow we should have the refill available, okay? So you're going to put this here at, is it 2.5 also? No. Yes, it is this way. at 5. So you're going to put the bottom part at 5. And the reason, because this is wider, okay? So push there and you're going to go at 5. And really, you're going to go like the same thing, 1 3/4 to about 4 3/4. That's it. And you're going to lift and just move a little bit. You don't want to move too much. You want to keep that tight there. So that's how I done the paper pumpkin. Okay, any question before I bring you on the ride? The ride gonna include, I'm gonna bring you on the, oh, let me show you, well, I can do it this way. The ride's gonna be, I'm gonna show you the Northern Lights. See, you cannot even see it's a money holder. Is that fun? And then it goes, then, see? Okay, so the ride's gonna include Northern Lights and Manitou incline, what I did last year. Yeah, 16-inch. Yeah, I said 20 and then 16. That's about right. But really, just a nod to like 5-inch would be perfect. Oh, somebody said, yeah, because slowly you just use a little bit. But that, I mean, you want really, I cut quite a bit, but really it was about not even 4-inch looking at that. Okay, let me bring you to, okay. Now, here is the Northern Light. This was on November 11th, and just on top of the hill here where I live in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So remember last week that was the thing I did, the Northern Lights. That was funny because I recorded that the morning and that night we got the lights. Look at that. That's just with my iPhone. I mean, you can see all the white dots. That was oops. That is the stars. It was just phenomenal. I went to bed and I felt so blessed. It was like, oh my goodness, it was just amazing. That was before I went to bed, and I said, oh, it's, I told Brett, I said, it's about done. And I went back and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. He said, look at the top of the shed and look here and look there. And we were going back and forth. It was just amazing. See here, it's like shooting down. It was awesome. That's another great one. I'm looking at that and I'm just, my heart is so happy. Look at that. That was dancing like no tomorrow. They were dancing like nobody was watching them. Gosh, I love this guy. I love this guy. Look at all those little dots there. Oops, come back here. Okay, so that was the sunrise the next morning when we were going to Manitou Incline. That it's in Colorado Springs. So that's how we started the morning. It was gorgeous can be. And it's gonna, that was our breakfast. Make sure we had a good breakfast before going. So that was in the spring, I mean, in the spring, Colorado Spring. You see the hill right here. Can you see that? That's the incline. Don't know if you can see my mouse there. That was the incline. And that's where you started. And picture from the bottom looking up. So the incline, it's 0.88 miles. So not quite a mile, but the incline, it's the average 45 to 68 or 48 to 65. And you start at 65,000 feet at the bottom, and at the top, it's 85,000 feet, 8,005. 8,500 feet, not 65,000. We start at 6,500. We finish at 8,500. So we climbed 2,000 up in that time. That was back at the bottom there. Here we go. We're right at the entrance there where we start. See, and every 100 step you add like the number. Here's 700, 1,000, and look how it keep on. It's up the whole time. And that's the view. So that's Garden of the Gods in Colorado Spring there. So we get quite the view of the, and you can see how deep it is. Someplace I was holding on Brit to pull myself up, or I was on my four going up. So yes, I was very happy here, 1600. And there he was pointing 1800. We were halfway there. That's what he was pointing. We were halfway there. See, is that is very steep there, trust me. And again, from the top, you know, I tried to take some pictures going down. That's what's almost at the top. We're almost there, almost there. Look at the route going in. Is that cool? Almost there. 2,700. We got a few more hundred to go. Is that happy face there? You betcha it's happy face. I don't see comment right now because I'm controlling those pictures. And here it is, 2,768. So yes, I was happy quite a bit. Yes and yes. So I hope that Brittany the camel. No, no, no. That was, I asked to do that at my birthday last year, and the weather was bad. So I said, I'm not doing it in the rain. I'm not doing it in the, what happened there? That should not be there. I don't know what happened. Whatever. So I said, I'm not doing it in the rain. I'm not doing it in the snow and such. So it's 0.88 miles going up, but coming down, we don't come down the stairs. We go in the back in the wood. And so it's just over 4 point something miles round trip, 4.5 about. So not quite 5. But let me tell you, going down, it seemed like eating pancakes, right? So it's, some people go down the stairs, but if you look on the website, it says please use the back to go down. But some people don't know how to follow rules, so you know, we get them everywhere because it's dangerous. You go up and then they're coming down. I mean, just a little whatever tap on the foot, a branch or whatever, somebody going this way, going up. And I mean, I was telling Britt, if I fall, I tuck and roll, tuck and roll, tuck and roll. That's what I said. The whole time I was like, tuck and roll if you fall. But I don't know when and why I start liking doing those crazy things. It's like when we went to Sedona last year, I did the subway. I did quite a few hikes that are kind of crazy. And then when we went in Norway, I did the pulpit rock. That it's extreme. That one, it's extreme also, but it's all the same place you put your feet on, like on those railroad tie. While the pulpit rock, it's the rocks, and then you climb and you go down on your butt, and it was extreme. So that was my journey that I wanted to share with you. So I hope you enjoy it as much that I enjoy nature. So next Thursday, I will not be live because it's Thanksgiving. I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. So we will see you in 2 weeks, same place, same time. Have a lovely day, my friend. Till next time, happy stamping. Bye bye for now.